Hey everyone, welcome to a new video where I'll guide you through the Bewitchment mod. We're using version 1.20.1, the latest one. Just so you know, the mod hasn't changed much in the past couple of years. Let's cover the main elements and how to get them. So you'll have a good foundation. Pay attention, as I won't repeat how to get each basic item. Most plant-related items in Bewitchment are obtained by breaking grass. In survival mode, breaking grass will give you random seeds. Among these random seeds, you'll obviously find wheat seeds. For example, they've given me Belladonna seeds and Mandrake seeds. Basically, they can also give us aconite, which is this plant here. Once you plant the seed, it works the same for all seeds. You plant it and get aconite. We have the Belladonna seed that gives us this element here, which is Belladonna. We have Mandrake seeds that give us the Mandrake root. And we have garlic. Got it? Can you get these by trading with villagers or some other way? Yes, but I think it's much simpler to just break grass. We have the Book of Shadows made with a book and a Mandrake root. With the Book of Shadows, we'll start with 0 progress. To get full progress, use the Advancements command, set grants, select ourselves and choose everything. What we're going to do is complete all the game's achievements. Obviously that's not the ideal way to play. The best approach would be to play in normal mode. But I'm saying this if you want to unlock the whole book from the start. But I get it, people enjoy unlocking achievements, right? So if you like unlocking achievements, most of the info we'll cover and most of the processes we'll go through in this mod and explanation. This guide is in order, so don't worry. But one of the key things is to visit a fortress, okay? To unlock a large portion of the achievements, or rather the explanations. And as you can see, I've already explained everything. The book starts with an intro on how to get all initial items, which we'll cover now, various tools. We won't explain all the tools, but you can take a look yourself. I'll explain the essentials so you can understand how the mod works and explore freely, okay? So how do you get silver ore? Silver ore is found from layer 64 to 32 in the overworld in any biome. We can mine it with an iron pickaxe, I believe. It gives us raw silver, which we can smelt into silver ingots. Salt, on the other hand, can be found at any height in all biomes. It spawns in caves and can be mined even with a wooden pickaxe. Salt prevents demons and undead mobs from crossing it. As you can see, this demon can't cross the salt line no matter how I push. But if I push it elsewhere, as you can see, it can move freely. Demons can never touch salt. Now for some important points. If salt doesn't spawn for you, due to a version error I've seen, look underwater. That's the tip I found. It may seem random, but if it's not in caves, try searching underwater or in submerged caves. Another essential element is iron. Let's cover the basics. The elder sapling. Where does it spawn? In oak and poplar forests. It's this tree right here. It looks something like this. As you can see, the tree is quite distinctive. Don't worry, you'll find plenty of it. You might even get sick of it. Next we have the juniper sapling, found in safari biomes. Basically in the savannah. We have this cypress sapling that grows in taiga and swamp biomes. And we have the dragon's blood sapling. This is one of the truly important elements in the mod because it offers unique uses for this tree. You can find it in nether fortress chests. Since you've gone to the nether fortress for this sapling, let me also explain what's in the nether. For example, there are hellhounds. Hellhounds are these dogs here. When killed, they drop 2 items. A demon horn and a snake tongue, which is this item here. Snake tongues can also be obtained by killing snakes. This mod includes various animals that will spawn around, such as snakes. It could be an owl, frogs, cats obviously, and also there might be crows. So keep that in mind. I'll explain their uses later. Also, ghosts can spawn at night. When killed, they drop ectoplasm. I'm at strength 20 now, so I'll one-shot everything, but that's not normal. Snakes also drop their tongues. One of the first and most essential tools in this mod is the athame. It's crafted with a silver ingot and flint. The athame is used to right-click tree trunks and obtain their bark. As you can see in my inventory, I just got bark from different types of wood. You might say, okay, but there's no bark from the dragon's bloodwood. What we'll do is right-click on it to make a cut, causing the wood to bleed. Then the wood will start dropping dragon's blood resin for us. This extra step allows us to perform many rituals, like all the elements we've shown so far. As for bark, if we put it in a fire and wait, we'll get this element that looks like salt, but is actually wood ash. With 5 stone, any wood bark, a block and a silver ingot, we can craft this witch altar. The altar needs any carpet on top. The type doesn't matter, but it must be there. Right-clicking gives me a power of 11. So what's this power based on? It's the magic from this witch altar. If I go here in the middle of the forest, let's find a really leafy spot like this one here. I like this spot. I place my altar, right click, and then right click on it again. As you can see, it gives me 111 magic points. Basically, the more nature surrounds the altar, the more magic points it assigns. We can have multiple altars. We can add up points. This one has 11, but this one has 132 and a multiplier. What did we do? We put a mob head on it. All heads give the same boost, even dragon heads. I used a skeleton head. We've added a blade, a tame, and finally an end rod or candlestick. I chose the end rod as it adds a ton of points, like 70 or so. We can add this to give the altar even more attributes. Now let's explain the witch cauldron. To craft it, you need 5 silver, a cauldron, and any type of bark. For the witch cauldron to work, we need to add water. Let's try it out now. It has many uses, but first let's look at the cauldron. It needs water, but as you can see, it's not boiling. How do we fix that? Simple. By lighting a fire under it. Fire below with a campfire. As you can see, it'll start to boil over time. Let's grab an ender pearl to show you one of the many rituals this cauldron can do. We'll throw the ender pearl in. As you see, the water transforms. What's this for? Well, if I take a name tag and an anvil, and name this cauldron Ender Pearl, if I call it that, what happens? When I stand on this cauldron and, for example, type, there's the 1. I stand on the cauldron, type 1 in chat, and it teleports me there. If I type Ender Pearl, it teleports me to the cauldron with that name. Of course, it has many more uses, which we can check in the Book of Shadows. If we right-click and go to Brewing, we'll see crafting options for elemental oils and effects like climbing, which lets affected items scale walls, which is pretty interesting. So how would we do this? Well, we take the cauldron, the campfire water, and basically we grab the spider eye, wait for it to boil, and there's our spider eye. To get the effect, I think we use a glass bottle. Interesting note, if you've done the effect wrong, how can you tell? The cauldron will turn brown, so keep that in mind. If it's brown, you've messed something up. So, as you can see, the book contains tons of info about the various rituals available. Alright, let's move on to explain the chalk section. Chalk is crafted using 6 wood, ash, 2 cobblestone, and any type of bark. It allows us to write these symbols we see here on the ground. This is used to perform rituals. There are different types of chalk, I'll explain them all. Golden chalk uses cleansing balm and earth ichord. Fiery uses fiery and heaven, and eldritch uses aqua and grim. You might ask, cool, but how do we get these elements? Well, we'll see that now. As you can see, each chalk draws in its colour, yellow, red or purple. So, some interesting things. We also have the brazier element. The brazier is made with a nether wart, 4 iron bars, and 4 silver ingots. To use it, we open the Book of Shadows, go to curses and find explanations there. For example, let's pick one, Wiglance, which tells us about aqua serrate. We don't know how to make aqua serrate, but that's okay. It needs aqua serrate, prismarine shards, veladona, and a tack lock. The tack lock is made with a glass bottle and a bone. Let's grab a villager, this one here. We're going to trap him. Let's take this villager. We right click on it. If we do it from the front, it won't work. We have to do it from behind. There we have his tack lock, his blood. Now we'll take this and add the different ingredients. If we remember, it's all these here. Now we're going to perform a curse. That is, a curse is a curse. So once we've done this, we right click with a lighter to ignite the brazier. You'll hear it because there'll be a huge sound like it's been done. Finally, the curse is complete. A curse will have been cast. Who has been cursed? Well, the curse has been cast on the villager. I think I just turned off the curse, right? Oh no, I haven't turned it off. It seems once you activate this element, that's it. No need to reactivate it, just turn it on once. So, what does the curse I put on the villager do? The curse makes victims take instant damage underwater. So this villager will take damage when submerged. It's going to be tricky, honestly. I'm going to confine him. Yes, 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 that's it. Cooperating nicely. I'm going to grab a bed. We'll confine him to show you it works. What I want you to notice is that instantly, the villager will start taking damage right away. This is what I want you to observe. There's the villager. The moment he's underwater, he'll suffocate. As soon as he's submerged, he starts choking. Immediately. Well, that's what this curse does. It's quite silly. It only works with the villager we sampled, not all villagers. Again, this curse is silly, but hey, you can apply it to your teammates too. You can take this effect and apply it to a friend, for example. Interesting stuff, like getting our own tag lock in case we want to apply a curse to ourselves. We take a bed, sleep in it, get up, right-click with the tag lock while shifting, and we'll collect the blood of the last person who slept in that bed. In this case, me. That's how it works. We know how to use the brazier, and we have sigils. The book shows all types of sigils, including the clean sink sigil. The sigil I have is mending. They're all crafted differently and involve resin in some way. The dragon's blood sigil, for example, applies the mending effect. How can we use a sigil? Basically, we use the sigil on a dragon effect on an interactive dragon block. For instance, a button is interactive, and so is a pressure plate. Let's check if doors and chests are interactive too. If I put the sigil on a button, shift, and right click, it gives me regeneration and resistance. The million-dollar question, does it work as well with pressure plates? Now I have 0 seconds, I step on it, and there it is. It's applied. Does it work with a pressure plate? Let's check. I apply it, have 2 regeneration, use it, and there it's applied. Does it work with doors? Bam, it works too. Does it work with chests? It works with everything interactable. Now the real question, does it work with a normal block? As you can see, it doesn't. It must be interactive. This sigil, for example, is mending. It gives me regeneration and such, but others just activate and deal damage. This could be useful for mob farms or to protect your house from intruders. So there are many sigils, each with interesting effects. Then we have puppets. Like sigils, they're craftable with unique recipes. Let's use protection. It needs iron block, hazel, spruce bark, dried kelp, and vines. As you see, each has its recipe. Some are more useful than others. I'm showing this one just as a random example. So once we've crafted the puppet, what does it do? How do we know? Well, it's written here on the left. It says it won't protect you from zombies or skeletons, but it will shield you from environmental damage like fire. Let's grab the flint, and you'll see it won't work. And I'm going to... So let's get the fire. I have my protection puppet here, and you might say, what's this junk? Why isn't it working? Because we need to get our own tag lock. We need our tag lock. Take the puppet, combine it with our tag lock, and now the puppet will be assigned to us. What does this mean? We don't even need it in our inventory. It's enough. I'll take damage, but the puppet will tank it. I think it has about 200 uses or so. So remember, the puppet can tank this damage for us. It works for other elements and features too, of course. So check it out. It's really interesting. Here's the million-dollar question. If I put a puppet in a shulker, will it work, or will Minecraft folks laugh at me? Let's break the shulker. There it is. We've got the shulker with the protection puppet, and well, as you can see, the Minecraft folks are poking fun at me, right? So just keep that in mind. Next, we'll move on to crafting various items through brewing. I think these recipes aren't found naturally, so memorize them. They're made with the witch cauldron, remember? I'll do just one, so you can see how it's done. You need a campfire, pumbar, witch cauldron, and water, okay? Let's set all this up. To make earth ichord, we'll toss in stone, then aconite, and finally spruce bark. The result appears, which we can collect using glass bottles. Now we've got our 3 earth ichords. For fiery serum, you'd use oak bark, poppy, and coal. To make heaven extract, you'll need mandrake, feathers, and juniper bark. For aqua serrate, use a pufferfish, algae, and birch bark. Grim elixir requires cypress bark, snake tongue, and belladonna. Cleansing balm is made with elder bark, garlic, and salt. These brews are crucial for more advanced techniques. What about rituals? Remember, these sticks needed those potions to be crafted, so to perform rituals, we must craft these potions. That's why I wanted to show you how to make them. Now, I'll teach you how to create a ritual pattern. Let's pick any block. I suggest using a white block if possible. Actually, black is better. We'll draw a ritual here. Take a center block. Leave 2 spaces around it. Then we'll do 1, 2, and 3. Makes sense, right? We do the same on all sides. Then we connect the remaining dots here. Now we'll leave a space block and repeat. 1, 2, 3, plus 1 more on each side. We do this again. This gives us the base for a ritual. I'll show you how to do a ritual if you'd like. We connect these 2 points. We join the 2 points once more. And that's how a ritual should look. Key things for performing a ritual. We need magic points. For a stone altar, we use it, a folder, and blessed stone. Blessed stone gives infinite magic in creative mode. There you have it. 2 billion, but that's not important. It gives you unlimited magic. This isn't real, so you'll need different altars. Let's perform a random ritual. Let's go to the rituals section in the book and do the summon demon ritual. We're definitely doing this one. Let's ignore, it's pretty complicated to do. So how do we summon a demon? I've got the explanation right here. This specific one, we'll do it casually, like a normal ritual. This is a unique ritual that needs to be done in a specific way, but we'll do it like any other ritual. So the book says we need yellow in the center and red around it. So let's get yellow and red. We put yellow in the center, boom, and red for the rest. Paint it all red, you'll notice a pattern appears as I paint. Is the pattern important? It doesn't matter at all. Obviously these chalks will wear down as you use them, so keep that in mind. Alright, now we have what would be the structure. As you can see, it says we need 666 magic points. And this ritual separates a demon from hell turning it human using an athame. The athame is this tool here. It's the sword. Demons offer various trades, but usually attack unless you wear besmirched armor, which is this armor here. We'll discuss that later, but I'm explaining this to show you there's a lot of information. So what we need to do is place all the elements here, and now we have all of them. We'll right click on the white section. As you can see, it says this ritual needs a sacrifice. How do we perform the sacrifice? Well, we right click again and it says, well, to perform the ritual we need to sacrifice a human. What's a human? A villager. So we hit the villager. We should kill him in the designated area. We have to kill him with the ritual knife. Let's make sure he doesn't escape. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There he is. We kill the villager within the ritual circle, and that's how the ritual is performed. In this case, we've spawned a demon. Are all rituals for spawning demons? No, but there are quite a few. Important things about demons. These guys, they'll destroy everything in their path. Got it? There you see. So, key points if you're spawning a demon. It supposedly had a strength 20. Let's try to kill it with one punch. Oh, guess not. They're tough. As you can see, they drop a demon heart. Interesting stuff. Another cool thing about demons is that salt stops them. They can push it, but not cross it. That's because they can't cross salt lines. If you surround this with salt, you'll prevent the demon from escaping, which is quite interesting. As you can see, killing a demon gives you a demon heart. With it, you can craft the juniper broom, any type of broom, which are the flying magic broomsticks, obviously many other rituals too. Again, if you have this armor, if I wear this armor, the demon won't attack me. Right-clicking the demon shows different rituals, as you can see. These are contracts. As you can see, contracts have a duration. Demonic contract. Pride. What does pride do? Let's go to contracts and find the pride contract. Pride. It says the pride contract doubles the experience I gain. What's the cost if I take this contract for 7 days? I'll have 2.5 fewer hearts. Then we have wrath. Shall we check what wrath does? Let's look it up. Wrath. There it is. When hit, we can use that rage to deal more damage. That's how demons work. Each demon has its own contracts. I'll show another, so you can see they have different contracts. There are actually different types of demons with various colors. Right now they all look the same, so yeah. Again, with this armor, we should be safe. This wool here, made with any type of wool, grim elixir, and fire serum, is quite pricey. But hey, if you want to chat with demons, that's what it takes. Now, beyond these rituals, there are other rituals like the more family-friendly one, the binding ritual. Let's check out the rituals section, specifically the binding ritual. We'll need tacklock, demon heart, mandrake, and ectoplasm. The tacklock must be of the element in which we want to perform the binding ritual. So, what does this ritual do? Let's read it. It uses demonic power to bind the user's soul to an animal, turning that animal into a familiar. We can catch animals using the tacklock. Let's grab one. For an owl, approach from behind, right click. We'll need a demon heart, ectoplasm, and draw the pattern here, yellow, red, and purple. We'll use all items in the tacklock to make this owl our familiar. Note the severing, there are different rituals. Why turn an owl into our familiar? Well, different mobs in the Bewitchment mod have unique attributes. An owl familiar lets you fly indefinitely on broomsticks, which normally require magic. With an owl, you can fly forever without using magic. Plus, the owl can transform, allowing you to avoid fall damage. The owl is tamed using rabbit meat. Then there's the frog, which doubles potion effects and helps kill arthropods. Each arthropod we kill will give us hearts. We have the raven, which gives, well, when we curse someone, that curse lasts twice as long. And if someone curses us, there's a 50% chance it'll backfire on them instead. The snake makes us immune to poison, turning it into magic if we're hit. I think it also doubled something else. Maybe potions or sigils, not sure which. You can find this on Wikipedia. Just search for snake bewitchment, and you'll see the exact description, so you can familiarize yourselves with the binding ritual. I explain these things to you, but take a look at the book. There are many interesting things you can explore. You can also spawn different demons, not just the typical one. You can summon Baphomet, Leonard, and others. In the entry index, there's Lilith. Clicking on it says she's the mother of vampire mountains. Basically, she grants great powers to victims of vampirism. To spawn Lilith, you need various items. Use a bra to make the mortal coil, which is this element here. You need to sacrifice a chicken with a knife while crafting a bra at night on a snowy mountain. Then you'd spawn Lilith, who's super tough. I'm warning you, this mob's no joke. We also have the Gurner, another mob you'd find around here. How do you spawn the Gurner? Right click and it says to spawn it. Go to a tiger forest at night with a mortal coil incense. Instead of a chicken, we sacrifice a wolf. As you can see, whoa, take it easy champ. The Gurner is much tougher. These mobs are really tough, I'm telling you now. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, leave a like and see you in future videos. Bye bye.